minority faces and voices in the party that seem to stand against that. How did you respond to it?
Well, I saw that interview. I respect General Powell a great deal. I was disappointed with those comments. I think he was buying into some of the partisan attacks. If you look at this last election, for example, I think the most racially divisive comment of the entire election was Joe Biden's comment, where he said if the Republicans win, they're, quote, going to put y'all back in chains. That made my heart weep to see a sitting vice president playing to racial fears and playing on those issues. I think that's unfortunate. I don't think that has any place in politics.
Chuck Hagel, you were very tepid on Meet the Press a couple weeks ago, and now you've met with him, you're more comfortable, you'll support him.
I am.
What changed?
Here's what changed. What I said on your show is I was going to sit down and talk to him because I had real concerns. I did. I spent 90 minutes with him. I asked him very specific questions on the things that troubled me. His answers were forthright, and there were answers that allayed my concerns. Should we keep every option on the table to prevent a nuclear Iran? Yes, I went further. I said, do you think we can tolerate a nuclear Iran? He said no. And I said to him, well, then if we had to use military as the only choice, would you? He said yes. Second, I asked him, is Hezbollah and Hamas, should they be labeled terrorist groups? Yes. Should Israel be forced to negotiate with them if they don't recognize Israel's right to exist, if they don't renounce violence? No, absolutely. Third, sanctions. Do you support increased sanctions? Would you support unilateral sanctions? Yes, I asked him the difference. There are differences between those statements then and now. He said they were 5, 6, 7 years ago. The world has changed. Even George Bush didn't have a regime against Iran at that point in time. I told him I was going to make these remarks public, and he said, go right ahead, because I'm going to say the same thing at the hearings. When he's at those hearings, he's going to allay the concerns of many people. It's sort of interesting, David, one final point. Neither AIPAC, nor Anti-Defamation League, nor American Jewish Committee, or any of the major groups has come out against Hagel. Most of the opposition to him comes, it seems, politically from the hard right.
All right, we will leave it there.